We'll start in 5, 4, 3, 2. What's going on, Timesians? I just finished work and I thought of saying hello to everyone with a real quick live lecture on one of the most confused word classes in English. It is called the preposition. So while the Dubai sun is still up there, so let's try to talk on something that will help us, especially non-native speakers. But of course, before we proceed, we will talk about our thought of the day, our TOD. And today I'm choosing this one, number 25. Make Your Life a Song of Love by Pope John Paul II. Then he was just a pope. Now he is Saint Pope John Paul II. So he's trying to tell us, he's advising us to make our life a song of love. What is a song of love? So it's a love song. So if you listen to a love song, then you feel in love because the melody is sweet. It tells of something that is lovely. So that is for everyone, for us to make of our life. All right. So as I said, this is going to be real quick. It's about the prepositions of time and place. In a recent video recorded, it was about the parts of speech, and one of them is the preposition. So just for review, a preposition is a word that describes where someone is in. So where, it means either in a point in time, or the exact location. That's why we have the prepositions of time and place. These are really small or short words. We have the prepositions in. I have here the visual. It's going to be a sit-down lecture. I'm not going to use the whiteboard. So we have the in, the on, and the at. See, two short words, little words, but they can spell a difference in speaking or in writing something. If we don't use the correct, or we don't use them properly, then it can ruin our document or our project. Okay, in logic, when we do a syllogism, we have this deductive reasoning. We start from the general, going to the more specific idea. And this is how the following prepositions are used. They start from general. So for in, it talks about long period of time, like years, centuries, months, weeks. So we can say in the 19th century, or in the 1980s, or in the 1900s. For decades, in the 90s, in the 80s. Nobody will say on the 90s. And we must not use it. If we have been using this, then just say in the 90s. in 1990, in 2000, in 2019. So this is about year. How can you say at 2020 or at 2019? You know? And month. So going from centuries to decades to years to months. In July, in December. I heard someone, I'll see you on December. How does that work? In 5 weeks. See? On 5 weeks, at 5 weeks, in 5 weeks. So we say in 5 weeks. Also, when we talk about seasons, what are the seasons? Spring, winter, summer. So in summer. See you in summer. See you in spring. And also a certain period of time, like in the future, in the past. Don't say on the past or on the future. And also when we use or when we say holidays, we use in. Okay? In the Easter holiday. In the Christmas season. And part of the day also. So imagine, starting from centuries to part of the day, we can use in the morning, in the evening. But if we say night or midnight, then that will be making use of another preposition. Anyway, we'll go to that. We're talking about time at this point, okay? So if after the general, now we are going to more specific. So this time we will make use of the preposition on the weekend, on Monday. Don't say in Monday or at Monday. So only use on. For all days of the week, just say on Monday, on Tuesday, on Friday. And dates. On 3rd of April, on 4th of July, and specific days on my birthday. That's my birthday. So nobody can say at my birthday. If it's a party, then at my birthday party, yes. But if you talk about time, then say on my birthday. And also, if we say a day and a part of a day, like on Sunday morning. And holidays with day, on Easter day. We say on Easter day, not in Easter day, not at Easter day. So general, more specific, and very specific. Now we are going to use at. When you have the exact time, I will see you at 8 p.m. Don't say, I will see you on 8 p.m. I will see you in 8 p.m. That's too far. So just specific at 8 p.m. And now, here's the thing. When I said earlier, we have midnight, night. So here, we will make use of at, not in. In midnight, no. At midnight, at nighttime. And for the moment itself, because it's a very specific thing, then you say at the moment. So ATM, you know, in Facebook, we make use of this one. ATM at the moment. And if there is a holiday that is without a day in it, like Easter, then say at Easter. We'll be celebrating this at Easter. I have another reference. I will read to you how things are used. I mean, how these prepositions are used in July, in winter, in the summer, in 2013, in the 1980s, in the next century, in the Stone Age, in the past, or in the future. While on, we have on Saturday, on Mondays. So even if you are saying a repeated thing like on Mondays, we do things like this, okay? Or on 11th July, on 23rd March 2013, on Christmas Day, on my birthday, on Independence Day, and on New Year's Day. So these are more specific. And the very precise time at 7 o'clock, at 10:45, at noon, at dinner time, at bedtime, at sunrise, at sunset, at the moment. That is for the prepositions of time. Now, if we make use of the same prepositions and we refer to the place, it's the same thing. General, specific, and very specific. So in general, if we talk about countries, you cannot say at Philippines. So say in Philippines. Same as cities and neighborhood. In Dubai Marina, in Al Ain, in Sharjah, in Makati, in Quezon City. And yeah, neighborhood in JBR. For me, sometimes I think I want to go at I'm at JBR, but when I read this, then JBR is a community, it's a neighborhood, so I should say I'm in JBR. What a shame, I'm saying I'm at JBR, but it's a good lesson. It's a good lesson for me and for everyone who are confused of this. And also, in an enclosed space. So if you are in a car or any, for example, a capsule or something, that is an enclosed space. So use in. What's wrong with my monitor? All right. For the more specific locations, we have the street. I live on Columbus Street. we don't use much street here, so I don't know some streets. But in the Philippines, we have street names, so you can use on Street 11. Or when we refer to avenues, 7th Avenue, I live on 11th Avenue. Or the floor, okay? Or the surface, the table, for example. If you're saying referring to a surface, then you have to say on the table. So it's at the surface of the table. And it's a means of transport on a bus. I'm riding on a bus. I remember something when they say if the bus is running, you will make use of in. I'm riding in a running bus. Is it correct? Or I'm riding on a running bus. I think we have to go for the more specific. Run on a running bus. Also for communications, we have to make use on the radio. I heard that you're live on the radio today. So we will make use of on. And for the more specific, if you will give the complete address, I live at number 47 12th Street, Quezon City, like this, then you have to make use of at. And at the station, I am at the Dubai Internet City Metro Station. Because of course, how can you say I am in the Dubai Metro Station? It sounds good, right? But basing from the rules specified by those who established the grammar for English, then specific location, we have to make use of at. So it's easier to discuss this like this, saying this, and this. But if we are to make or to take an examination, we might not know which one exactly is the proper preposition for each of the place or time. So this is why we need to understand fully the rule. Okay, from another reference, this is from English Club. Examples for prepositions of place. In, this is the general. We use in for an enclosed space and geographical regions. Wow. At least here is another information. In the garden. In Manchester. In England. In a box. In my pocket. In my wallet. In a building. In a car. On the wall. This is we use for a surface and public transport. So that means I'm riding on a bus. So that's correct. On the wall, on the ceiling, on the door, on the cover, on the floor, on the carpet, on the menu, on a page. In a page? No, they said it should be on a page because it's in a surface. And at, we use at for a point and institutions. At the corner, at the bus stop, at the door, at the bottom of the page, at the end of the road, at the entrance, at the crossroads, and at the front desk. Now, if I finish when I'm finished with this lecture and I want to go to Greens. Greens is a community in our locality. It's a residential community. So, shall I say I'm at the Greens, or I'm in the Greens, or I'm on the Greens? At the Greens, in the Greens, on the Greens. So, because this one, I also say I'm at the Greens. No, this one is neighborhood. So we have to say I'm in the Greens. See, I'm not exempted for this one, and I'm not an authority neither. So, either, okay? So always remember the pyramid, the deductive method from general to specific, and to the most specific detail. So either we talk about time or place, we should know which preposition is needed, because it can change a lot of things. Even the way someone, especially if they are grammarians and they consider your professional preparation, for example, you're doing an interview or they are testing you, you're on a probationary period, and you may or you may not get a job because of improperly using prepositions. Who knows? Even at this time, prepositions are still, the proper usage of prepositions are still important. So, what I will do, I will review this time to time. I will keep it and apply this for myself. Every day I speak, I make use of prepositions. So I want to make sure that if I run out of preposition and I'm not sure if I'm using the right one or not, I have to go and look back on this material. So I hope you guys learned something from this real quick, I told you it's a real quick video that I didn't prepare, that I thought of doing for tonight. So it's nice to be sharing something for you tonight. So I guess you're good to go. So again, remember, make your life a song of love. Thank you, Timesians. Stay safe.